And away we go. Here we are, Scorched Earth Podcast, the sports division, for February 18th, 2025. Sometimes you get your days a little mixed up. Hey, if you could, please hit the like and subscribe button. It means a lot. We're trying to build something here. I appreciate you listening. It means a lot. And if you could leave some comments, we'll try and get to them. Boy, I'm thirsty today. All right, let's talk about what's going on in the world of sports. Yesterday, U.S. lost to Sweden. I watched the game. I actually thought Sweden was better. I think the U.S. was saving themselves for the Thursday night gold medal game against Canada, the rematch from last Saturday. Let's talk about the game that happened last night. Obviously, the United States wasn't that well vested in it. They were trying to save people. The bigger thing is to make sure you come out with the gold medal. And even though, how do you really come out with a gold medal when there's only 4 teams? I mean, yeah, somebody comes in first, but really a gold, silver, and bronze medal should come when you have a huge tournament of at least 16, right? You only got 4. I mean, everybody gets a medal except for one guy, and he probably gets a, good try medal, probably something like that. So the Swedes played really well. Actually, they were this close. They took Canada to overtime. They were that close to getting there. Maybe the game would have been different if the U.S. had to win, but they did. They moved on. Kachuk got hurt, came out of the first period. We're going to see what happens in the rematch. I think the key to the rematch for me is, first of all, Canada's got revenge, and they got Cole McCarr, the defensive man, most likely coming back. That guy is a game changer. I took a small position at the beginning of the year on Colorado to win the Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, they traded one of their best players away because of a salary dispute. But you got McKinnon, you got McCarr, and I thought, wow, those two guys can get you a cup. That McCarr is a monster. He is truly a monster. Maybe the best defensive man, definitely in the top 3, in my opinion, in the NHL. Also, in the news, Rafael Devers, the former Red Sox third baseman, who is now going to have to move, but he doesn't want to say that because he's still the king of the team, right? And they just signed a really talented defensive third baseman, Alex Bregman, in free agency this week. And the play is going to be they're going to put Bregman at third. Right now, Devers is still a little butthurt. He doesn't want to admit he's got to move. He's going to go to DH. And you know what? You're going to be the new David Ortiz. It's just what it is. We're paying you an insane amount of money to do your 4 at-bats a game. Make them work. Aaron Rodgers told the Jets in his farewell conference that he wants to play in 2025. I wonder what the viability of that is. He comes with a lot of baggage. He was the prima donna. He got away with whatever he wanted to get away with forever. And, I don't know where we go with this. I'm interested. They keep talking about the Steelers are going to sign him, and I don't know if that's really a viable option. I don't know who's really a viable, because he doesn't want to go play for a non-contending team. I don't know. LeBron, God bless him, love LeBron. He trolled national sports host Doug Gottlieb. This is the guy who stole stuff at Notre Dame and then got kicked out after his terrible first season at Wisconsin Green Bay, which they are currently 3-24. This Doug Gottlieb, they hired him because he was a national sportscaster for Fox. Like, wow, you're hiring that guy as a basketball coach? 3-24. They finally, last night, broke a 21-game losing streak. Wow, really good. Doug also missed a practice for the team so he could do his national radio show from the Super Bowl. Good choice. All about team. I'm sure when Doug's in the locker room, he's saying team first, and everybody on the team's going, yeah, when do you book your flight for New Orleans, right? Also, Mike Trout moving to right field. Maybe the best center fielder we've seen since Ken Griffey Jr. Super talented. I live in the Los Angeles market, and I've always been amazed. Mike can do what Mike wants to do when you're that supremely talented, but he's never really pushed the game. He's never really done a lot of interviews. I know he thinks he does a lot of interviews, but in comparison to like what Jeter or Judge do in New York to push the game, I think there's really the big problem for baseball is your two biggest stars, Ohtani, well, now maybe Judge, but Trout for the longest time. The public didn't have accessibility to him, and I watch Angel telecast all the time, and they talk about, he signed baseball for the kids before the game. That's all well and good, but if you're not doing interviews, if you're not pushing it, you got problems. You're not expanding your sport. And to me, besides the legacy of never really going to the playoffs, I think he's had one playoff game in 14. Mike is going to be the Ernie Banks of this generation. Supremely talented player who just never got to the playoffs, never did anything. And finally, the Florida Gators in college basketball are number 2 behind Auburn. Auburn, boy, they had that big victory over Alabama this weekend. They look really good. They're going to be favored in their last 6 games of the season. We're going to probably go into the tournament as the number 1 seed. I think your big 3 are Auburn, Duke, and Florida. I have to say, I didn't see Florida. I'm a Florida fan. I didn't see Florida being this good. I thought this whole season was going to disintegrate, especially after the serious allegations against the basketball coach. Basically, sexual harassment, sexual stalking, things like that. But I guess when you keep winning, all of a sudden, all that goes away. All right. Welcome to the new world order, right? All right. If you could, please hit the like and subscribe button and leave your comments. I'd love to know what you have to think. And I will see you tomorrow.